we doing earlier, just so the people overseas can see the show early, because y'all be waiting up really late for me to go live on 2 platforms. And that's just not fair to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I work for myself so I can control my schedule better. A lot of people don't work for themselves, and that is okay. And I have to cater to everybody. So how y'all doing? And you know I'm drinking. I got my white wine for White Wine Wednesday, dog. I got my white wine. Hold on for a second. Hold on. Let me close these curtains. Give me a second, y'all. Full show for y'all. Full show. Of course, you see my co-host, Teddy, and his white bitch. That's her name. White bitch. Okay? So just address her as white bitch. That's why he brought her. He said he got money now, and he don't want to date black women, even though he black, as you can tell. But he got money now, and he don't want no loudmouth women because he already dealt with me, and he been dealing with me way too long. What's up, Facebook? How y'all doing? TikTok, we're not streaming today. I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry. But we will get back to streaming on TikTok on Monday, okay? And so she's our co-host. The reason we don't put her all the way in the frame is because she may try to come back and sue Teddy one day, trying to claim that she was a part of the show, that she made the show, and she's entitled to his half of the show. No, she's not. She's entitled to one and an eighth. 1 1/8. That's why her ass right over there in the corner. Always trying to be seen. Anyway, y'all, full show. Y'all like my fake? Y'all like my fake face? Y'all see my fake face? That was $25. Fake face. They got what is these? The Gucci's? Yep. So the Gucci, they got the Gucci here. They got the Gucci here and the Gucci here to celebrate my last time wearing anything fake in regards to China. Okay. We're gonna be talking about finally gotta get back on China, y'all. I know y'all probably don't know where I'm going with this, but just hold that thought. Just hold that thought. Listen, full show for y'all today. Definitely gonna be talking about the Chinese tariffs. Definitely gonna be discussing 600 Breezy and Jasmine Chavez. They have been fighting all day. Our team has been logged in play by play. We have reached out to all parties. We got the full story for y'all. She's been dragging him. He came back dragging her like the female that he is. But one thing's for sure, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm going to say it up front. I'm on 600 Breezy side. And I'm going to tell you why. And I know y'all somebody, oh, Tasha, you male identify. Just let me explain. First, okay? Definitely going to be discussing Hazel E and Fabulous. Yes, we are. I want y'all to be like, oh, she high. That's why she got them glasses on. Oh, she drunk already. No, I'm not. But we about to get there. We sure are about to get there. Definitely going to be discussing Hazel E. Antonio Brown tapping my bankruptcy attorney. Okay. Shout out to him hitting the startovernow.org link. Startovernow.org to get out of debt. Shout out to Antonio Brown. Definitely going to be discussing that. Who else are we going to be discussing? Jazzy Faye. Loren LaRosa has made the lineup all by herself. And I just need a minute to explain myself, because I know I'm older, but just bear with me when we discussing our young sister. But I got something I need to tell y'all, okay? And I'm sorry, once you're a public figure, once you out here throwing yourself events and launch parties and stuff, you have now made it to the platform. It is what it is, especially when you out here doing all this. Okay? And who else are we going to be discussing? Yep. And we got a second show. So we got an extended exclusive on Yo-Yo's husband. Not only do we have one of the baby mothers that alleges that Yo-Yo's husband trafficked her for years, we also have his alleged right-hand man that helped him with the scams and the trafficking and all of that. Okay, everybody's just telling on everybody. 2025 is just a continued 2024 year of exposure. We're also going to be discussing Rashida trying to come for Yandy's marriage on Tasha K Live as well. Okay.com. We're also going to be discussing, hold on, make sure I'm getting my little stuff right here. We got our showmaster sheet. Carrie Hilson trying to clean her conscience on Beyonce. She's trying to get back in Beyonce's good graces. And DeAndrea Sanders versus Jacquees. Okay. Now, I was trying not to report on this story, but they have brought me to the yard. Okay, they brought me and my milkshake to the yard, and we're going to drink it. I'm sorry, me and my wine to the yard, and we are going to discuss all of this and more on TashaKLive.com. You do have to subscribe to see that show because it gets a little in the paint. If y'all seen Jaguar Wright's ex-girlfriend's interview the other day and you was new, I'm sorry that happened to you. I know that interview was a lot to take in. You have to watch it in sections just to go and take a shower and come back. But that's what happens over there, because if we put stuff like that we interviewed over here on YouTube and on Facebook, we will get demonetized, shadow banned, and all the above. And I need my check. Okay, we got bills to pay, creditors. All right. So here's the thing. You guys hold that thought. I'm gonna go ahead and get my wine ready. We're gonna go ahead and roll the commercials real quick, and we'll be right back after the break. Let's go.
Hey, night, you're nervous because you're not feeling so fresh. Huh? No, not down there, up here. Tell me this, have you ever panicked at the thought of taking off your wig and releasing the worst odor? Or just the thought of your partner burying their face in your 4-week old box braids? One more question. Are you delaying your commitment to growing love locks? Because you know your scalp's history with thick, flaky buildup. If you can relate to any of these pretty common issues, I might have a solution for you. Crown & Glorious Medicated Shampoo. It's proven to not only clear up scalp buildup, but clear it for a lot longer. Using Crown & Glorious, you can do what before was unthinkable, like leaving in your protective styles for longer periods. You know, to get your money's worth. Because the formula used in Crown & Glorious eliminates the underlying causes of that sour smell in your hair and helps to prevent crusty buildup. As if that's not exciting enough, studies have shown that the active ingredients in Crown & Glorious can actually block certain hormones that causes hair loss, and it can effectively reverse alopecia or regrow your hair on thinning edges. So if you're ready to change your life forever, visit myclearcrown.com. Grab your first bottle of Crown & Glorious Medicated Shampoo, because your crown is glory, and glory starts at the crown.
I need you to know what a proper compliment is. This one in particular, this lady walked up to me today. She walked up to me, she said, "Hey, you're doing that show tonight." I said, "Yes, ma'am, I am." She said, "I'm so proud of you." I said, "Oh, thank you so much." She was like, "It's like you're the whole package." And I was like, "Oh, well, thank you." I didn't know what this meant. "Oh, well, thank you so much." The whole package. That sounds like a compliment. It's like you're the whole package. You're a father, you're a family man, and you're a stand-up comedian, very funny, and an actor. It's like you're a regular Bill Cosby.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.tashaklive.com.
All right, and we are back. Make sure you head over to tashaklive.com to see that amazing comedy special. And don't forget, we are also sponsored in part by The Sugar Case, a Black woman-owned company. This is where I get my body oils from that smell like cotton candy and watermelon and Jolly Ranchers and things like that. I usually put it on in the shower, let it soak in, and then I hit it again when I need it, as needed. And I like that these bottles don't link, okay? And so this is by The Sugar Case. You can also get the lip stains with her as well, too. Body scrubs that she has, all on shoptkdeals.com. Use the coupon code TK10 if you want to smell like some cotton candy, some watermelon, some donuts, and things like that. And like I said, you can put it down there in the cooch area. Just don't go inside, because we don't want no BV related issues. And we'll talk about BV here later with Hazel E, because y'all over there trying to give medical advice and stuff like that, and missed the whole point of what she was trying to say, okay? And her interview is really heavy on TashKLive.com right now, but she spilled everybody's wine, up-to-date wine, new wine, okay? So here's the thing. Bring your ass on up here. Okay. Now, I think this is Kevin Lyles, if I'm not mistaken. Jasmine, his name Kevin Lyles, if I'm not mistaken. The Shark Tank dude. The Shark Tank. Now, I wasn't gonna get involved in the Chinese and the U.S. tariff issues and stuff like that, but I had to put my 2 cents in. And here's the reason why. So when Kevin came out and he made a little post, hold on for a second. Let me make sure I get this post, because I don't want to misquote this man or anything like that. Because it's very important that we get our facts right over here and stuff. And so when it comes to these 150% tariffs that, you know, the U.S. has imposed on China, and then China's hitting back with 85% tariffs, you know, we are at a major war. And Kevin O'Leary, sorry, not Kevin Lyles, Kevin O'Leary, all right, this white man here in this White Wine News, who is insisting on saving his hair on the sides instead of just letting it go. Unless that's a look. I don't know. Is that attractive to y'all? You know, and they got the hair on the sides like that. I'm like, God obviously didn't want you to have it, so just let it go, okay? He says it's time to squeeze China's heads into the wall, okay? Shark Tank star Kevin O'Leary on CNN. Now, he believes that, we've been too lenient on China, and in a recent CNN appearance, he called for raising U.S. tariffs on China to as high as 400% to push for serious negotiations on intellectual property, theft, unfair trade practices. They cheat and they steal. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. I'm all the way with this. Here's the thing. Just bear with me here for a second. And I'm an entrepreneur. This affects me too. This affects my business. However, the Chinese have been squeezing the Black community for decades. For decades. You can't even go to Jamaica now and get an authentic owned Jamaican, whatever it is that they sell, without it being sold by Chinese. You got Chinese speaking patois. You got Chinese speaking Bambara and Mali selling shit. You got Chinese in every single Black community selling our products to us. Clothes, shoes, hair products, makeup, jewelry, everything. The problem I have is they take, because remember when back in the day when we used to be at the beauty shop, right? And the beauty reps would come in while you was getting your hair done, and the Black beauty rep, because no one else would make our products for us, no one else would make makeup for us, so we had Black-owned establishments back in the day that would come into our beauty supply stores, okay, when we were Black-owned all the way. You know, we had Black stores, Black food markets, all of that stuff, Black-owned grocery stores, you name it, and sell us our products. Then all of a sudden, the Chinese moved in. Now they're offering these earrings here for 99 cents. I didn't buy these from the Chinese store, but I'm just trying to tell you. 99 cents, they're offering our hair products now. We can't get no exclusive stuff, you know, anymore that we used to have, because now the Chinese is manufacturing that and selling it cheaper. They won't allow us to sell to our own people. Then when we get into their stores, they think we're going to steal our own shit. They think they were going to sell. Lord forbid you invent something. I got a few inventions that I want to do personally that I'm afraid to do, because as soon as it goes live, guess who's going to take it? China. China. They ain't going to ask. It's impossible to sue them, but they're going to take the market like they've been taking everybody. So I know everybody's panties is in a bunch, but Black people, now is the time to move in. Now is the time to get with some U.S. distributors, Mexican distributors, Indian distributors, where y'all get them bundles from, and start setting up shop in your own communities, now selling your own shit, your own clothes and everything, because they is done. They done. Your own chicken wings, they making soul food with feathers on it, cutting chicken outside of the damn Chinese restaurant. At least we think it's chicken. It probably is a local cat name brought it in to come fry it. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm so glad. I am so glad that we are on their ass. Now, if I want to open up a beauty supply store, a hair store, a food store, a liquor store, a grocery store, a clothing store, and sell to my people, I can do that and make money off my people like every single other race does. Shoot, and then when I was lived in Fort Hood, Killeen, Texas, they was cutting the soldiers' hair. They was doing buzz fades with lines, the Chinese. Buzz fade, they was arching eyebrows, nails, all that stuff. Y'all, please, y'all been trying to get nail shops started for the longest, but why? We can't get the products because they selling them cheap to their people, and then when we try to get in business, they sell them high, and guess what we're going to do as a people? Because guess what? Our money's a little funny. We're going to go to the cheapest person. We're going to go to the cheapest person. So the cheapest person ends up being them, because they have the deal and the relationship with their people, because they're manufacturing it and own it and stuff like that. They're going to sell it to us high, because they just not going to let that money go out the window. They're going to let you have as much market as you can until you can't survive it no more. And then guess what? They own everything. I'm sorry. When I go to Jamaica, I do not want no Chinese Jamaican oxtails. I'm tired. And listen, I know y'all got to be tired too. Everybody else in the world, I'm glad that we're working deals. It should be fair trade, no tariffs on nobody going forward. But the Chinese has got to go. Got to go. Moving on. Let's see what y'all talking about in these comments. Oh, let me see what y'all talking about. Can I even see the comments? Hold on for a second. because everything is so small. I'm so glad. I got a teleprompter now, guys, so I don't look to the side anymore. Remember, I used to look to the side and I wasn't engaging y'all. So Shaq got me like 2 new teleprompters, but the problem is I need my glasses so I can see. Okay. All right. Moving on. Just had to say it. All right, so Keke Palmer. Now, I'm embarrassed. Girl. I'm tired of these infiltrators. I'm tired of these. First, they was mad when we entered the space, new media. We have no training, no couth. True. However, we stand on business. When it comes to delivering this news, we stand on business. We don't let nobody intimidate us. We don't let nobody change our mind. We don't let nobody convince us. We're not a follower type crowd. When we have these platforms as YouTubers, as TikTokers and stuff, we don't answer to nobody but the man in the upper room up there, okay? And to our viewers. But for her to cave under pressure, even though we put a lot of pressure on her, after she announced, and we talked about this last week, that she was going to interview Johnathan Majors after she came out and tried to get y'all to rally behind her after she alleged that her baby daddy threw her over the couch and used her and just emotionally, mentally did all types of things to her. And all he was trying to do was check the phone because she was sleeping with other people. That's why she was down there at the Usher concert with her ass out and everything. And he was on Twitter losing his mind to me. You a mother. Can you please just be a mother? Why do you have a thong up your behind, rubbing your butt against Usher's bumpy butt? Why? That's all he was saying. And then you're gonna bring that home to me? It's skin on skin contact. No. And I don't even see how people be letting Usher feed them cherries, and he just dripping with sweat, and the sweat going all in the cherries. They be all like, like really? If it is his DNA all over the cherries, come on, man, the DNA is all over the internet. He paying people because his DNA exchanged with their DNA and ain't left their body. Come on now, y'all stop. Y'all being out here desperate out here. Now, when she came out here and was trying to say that Trey Songz had put her in a position where as a woman, she said no. Instead of leaving the party, she hid in a closet because they were shooting a music video. He still ended up putting her in a music video after she said no, but he told her ass to leave the party. Instead, she went to the closet. They came in the closet. What you hiding in the closet for, girl? What did you hide in the closet? Leave me alone. Nobody's trying to touch you, but she made it seem as if he was doing something inappropriate to her. And all she said was no. And then we got Johnathan Majors being chased around the city by a white woman. Yes, on White Wine Wednesday. He has been heard on camera talking about trying to shake the white lady into being his Coretta Scott King. They said he done strangled the lady, grabbed her. You know she ain't about this big, and he on an all chicken diet. Come on now. Like, man, please. All this man do is eat chicken, no carbs. Seriously. And now he back with Megan Good, and she's helping to rebrand him. Now, you know, Kiki and Megan like this. So I know it was some behind the scenes talk. And so when she decided, after she was out here even capping for R. Kelly, they resurfaced that video. Jasmine, we got that video as a reminder? Just real quick, we got that video because we just got to put the words in her mouth because I'm just appalled at these celebrities trying to cross over now to be new media. I got issues with that. Jasmine, you got that video?
Hold on, let me grab it.
Grab that receipt real quick. Grab that receipt. Now we need that. We really need that because she been out here playing too long in y'all face, and I'm just like, I gotta help to protect this space because you either in it or you're not. You either in this or you're not. Jasmine got it ready.
People like Jasmine. My mom always talks about R. Kelly performing live. the way he connects with the audience. That's something that you can't.
Mom,
R. Kelly.
terrible example.
Why don't y'all gonna stop coming at my boy Kels?
No,
okay?
R. Kelly gonna stop coming on
You don't
13-year-old girls.
You don't
allegedly.
feel like these stories are a little
That's what he's gonna start
crazy
doing.
about R. Kelly and make you look at him like.
Well, you know what? The last people that they were talking about, were over the age of 18.
Well, there was one that they said he was grooming since she was 14.
Stop with the grooming.
We saw the tape.
Stop with the
Kiki.
grooming. I don't know this side of Kels.
You don't know this side?
I do not know this side of Kels. The side of Kels I know is the musical genius, okay?
But then
Come
you
on
see
now.
all these women coming out and telling their stories about what one woman said he gave her an STD. And she's suing for
Guys
that.
are doing that. Like a lot of guys do this. It's not just Kels now.
He married Aaliyah when she was
What?
15.
Right.
Proof to that, and we saw the tape.
You know what? I cannot speak on those things that I don't know.
Exactly. Stop the cap. And so she got dragged when she announced that she had interviewed Johnathan Majors. Dragged. I dragged her. Everybody dragged her because they was like, Kiki, how is it that you're out here advocating for domestic violence and then you're going to support it by allowing him a platform with you? And so she was trying to do the Tasha K thing. But when I heard that old girl put Cash Doll in place of his release and she never dropped the interviewed that man, had him come out, get dressed, oil up his body. He had some sugar case oil all up his body, okay? To come do an interview, to apologize to the women. All the women he let down, they said that she pulled the episode, said she trashed it. She trashed it. All I heard on Facebook, shout out to Facebook, is Tasha K would never. They said I'm being tagged left and right. Kiki, what an episode. Kiki quietly slid Cash Doll up in there. Like everybody, like she ain't announced that Johnathan Majors was coming out. This is a major interview. Then when she was being dragged on Twitter, and that clip that I just showed you got over 1 million views. Kiki has been very selective. Okay, she has selective outrage, and baby don't know which side of the team she played for. She don't know if she want to be the man or be the woman. And that's what happens when you fluid like that. You know what I'm saying? One way you want to act like an innocent female, the next day you want to drill dildos. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pick a side, sis. But for you to come out here in the new media lane, and you saying that you offering a fair space, a fair reporting space, you have made that honor to your viewers, and for you to set your viewers up only to pull it because Tasha K and others like her dragged you for being a hypocrite and a pick-me. Johnathan, baby, listen to me. I forgive you. You ain't hit me, okay? You want an interview? We're going to put it out, okay? We have forgiven you. Megan done forgave you. That white girl, she'll get over it. You know what I'm saying? If they forgave Chris Brown, they can definitely forgive you. I'm sorry that she did that to you, Johnathan. I'm really from the bottom of my heart sorry that she did that to you, okay? And that was wrong. But that's what happens when these celebrities try to come over here into a space and they're really not allowed to talk on certain issues because it will affect their bottom line. Meaning Kiki was probably scared that she wasn't going to get sponsors because if Johnathan is canceled and you're supporting somebody like Johnathan and you're not going along with the get along game, that's going to affect her future deals and bottom line and relationships in Hollywood when they've been trying to kick him out of Hollywood and yet you're saving him. So she decided to save herself first and save her future movies and gigs and possible future with Disney or whoever else she's trying to get with because at the end of the day, ain't nobody taking care of her but her because she wears the dick and she has the vagina. She giving and taking. Can't trust them. Can't trust them. We're going to get out here and stand on business. Shannon Sharp standing on business. Cam Newton standing on business. You got to pick a side. Are you going to get endorsed or are you going to be the endorsing? Huh? Ooh, couldn't have been me, but I love how y'all praise the winos. Said Tasha K would never. Y'all spoiled. That's our problem. Y'all spoiled. Because whatever it is they say, we ain't editing that shit. It's coming right on out. I got publicists arguing with me every day. Then we want our celebrity to sit down with you. Okay, then have them sit down. Well, can we see the questions? I ain't got none. What you mean you ain't got no questions? I ain't got no questions. Well, how we going to do an interview? We just going to talk. Well, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about your client. Well, I need some questions. I don't know. Whatever feels in my heart, we're going to discuss. Okay? I follow my heart. I follow the yellow brick road. Okay? Y'all be thinking they don't want to sit down with me. They do. They do. And that's why they pay a lot of money for their ads to be ran here. But they want to talk. But the thing is, you're not going to even come talk to my audience unless you're talking about yourself personally. Okay? I'm not playing. I'm not playing. If not, Tasha K and her winos, we're going to keep laughing at your ass. Okay? But if you come sit down with us, we can laugh together. We can laugh together. So sorry. Sorry, guys. All right, moving on. All right, so real quick, after the break, we definitely have Hazel E and Fabulous coming up. We also have, it ain't no break. Sorry. Oops, Jasmine. We got the show sheet right here. I'm all out of order. Loren LaRosa. I need to ask y'all forgiveness and compassion up front before we do this commentary. And I would ask you to have an open mind and just pass it off as, it's just Tasha K, right? But Tasha K, I had a little, powwow with the team to ensure that we're in line with what it is that I think or what we think is newsworthy. And this is newsworthy, okay? And so she is younger than me. I am a little older. So I'm trying to not come off so evil in my commentary or like this angry Black woman. And I don't know. I get it from my auntie. I get it from my auntie. I'm not angry. I'm the happiest person in the world. I promise you. But, I get a little passionate about these topics out here and who's in front of the culture. And so, Loren, I know that you are a wino and you follow us and stuff like that. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry about this commentary. Okay, so like here it go. So once upon a time, there was a young girl named Loren LaRosa who was very, very, very passionate about being in radio and TV. Okay. And I can relate to that because I was in my 20s once and I was very aggressive, super talented. But I was, I lacked experience. And so experience is something that you get over years. So get over the years. And so, I started this when I was like 26, 27, 43 now. You could do the math. So I've been talking for a long time in front of audiences, in front of, stages on radio, on TV. I've been doing this. Okay. I could do this in my sleep. Jasmine has been trying to put together a 45-minute show for years and it still keeps going an hour and a half because I just won't shut the fuck up. You feel me? Like I just won't shut the fuck up. And so when it comes to Loren and her grind, I love it all. I love it all. And the difference between, man, fuck it. Let me do a Tasha K style. I'm trying. Jasmine, I tried, Jasmine. Jasmine, I tried. I gotta go in. Okay, so here's the thing. Loren LaRosa sucks. Okay? The hype. I don't know what the hell they was doing over there on Breakfast Club, but I really was rooting for her. I really was. Jess, even though I told y'all I am not a fan of Jess's work, but I am a fan of Jess's grind. There's a difference. I don't think Jess Hilarious is funny, but I do think she is a hard worker. And as Master P said, McDonald's don't sell burgers, it sells consistency. Jess Hilarious sells consistency. She has been the same. She has not changed, okay? And so when this little girl came for Jess, and y'all was coming for Jess when Jess was going through a very vulnerable moment in her life, being pregnant. It messes with your brain. It gives you brain fog. Then you worried about, am I going to still be the same? Am I going to be desired the same? You know what we go through emotionally as women. Are we still going to be in demand? She has this great presence, and we're talking about Jess Hilarious, and now I got to have this baby, and I got to sit down, and this girl is in my seat that I chose, okay, doing a damn good job at what she does, okay? And to Jess, I can understand why she would feel that way, but I still don't understand how does an entrepreneur goes and gets a job when you don't have to get a job, or maybe she needs a job and she just kind of lying about how she really doing out here, because I just don't understand. I'm like, just, you can expand in many ways. You don't need the Breakfast Club, but obviously she does. Okay, cool. I ain't splitting my salary with 3 other motherfuckers. It's just me. Period. Now, when it comes to Loren, I've seen people say, oh, Loren's a journalist. She made a video saying that she wasn't. She says she's a journalist. She does journalist work, but she doesn't have a journalism degree. That is on her channel. Okay, so let's just get that straight. But when all this came out and Jess was being really vulnerable and courageous to really tell how she felt, she is postpartum still. I extended compassion and grace. Like I said, I don't have to be fake. I'm not buying tickets to Jess Hilarious' show. The only way I'm going to Jess Hilarious' show is if she sends me free tickets, okay, to go, period. I'm just not a fan. But like I said, the work ethic, oh, homegirl got it all day. If she has seminars on how to get it, how to cake it, how to keep it, how to grind it, baby, I'm sitting front row on that because she has the drive and the momentum and she don't need nobody. So I watch the internet drag Jess. Oh, she can't read, or she can't do this. And she's watching this girl try to move in and take her seat. And so then she goes live. The Breakfast Club, ends up doing this whole staged event. They need to talk it out on air. And then LaRosa says, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I'm the producer. You're my talent. And I'm surprised Jess didn't catch that shade, because I would have sure sat Little Miss W2 down. And I would have stood up as the 1099 that I am. Okay, but neither here nor there. You don't always have to tell everybody that you win to let them know that you won. What's I already said don't need to be done. Okay, baby girl, you still climbing. I'm already here. I'm already here in movies and everywhere where you want to be. Now, so this whole thing was staged out. She ended up getting a deal from Charlamagne the God. Godly. And it was a podcast. Oh my God, I got my own show, guys. And I was like, oh, great. Okay, so she's leveraging a deal with iHeart, Black Effect. So she's in a sub lease. So what this means is, so iHeart gives Charlamagne some money, says, hey, we want you to occupy this airspace, right? The same thing they just did with Kevin Hart, and they ended up taking that money back because he unoccupied their airspace. He occupied their airspace with boring ass shit, okay? And so when it comes to Charlamagne, they're giving him time. He's had this for about 4 years. It really doesn't have any motion. A few of my friends are on his Black Effect network. I don't personally think it's worth turning to a channel because, one, I don't support Charlamagne, and 2, you got to have a badass show to keep me engaged. You got to be better than me, period. You got to be better than me. And, I keep my own self up. So here's the thing. I don't need no extra help. And so she was very excited. Just bear with me for a second. She was very excited. She announced that she did a launch party. She had everybody there. And then I saw the show. Now, I was very, 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 first of all, like I said, W2, she's been with TMZ, then Power 105. So she's had some momentum out here. She's supposed to be a journalist. She's supposed to know what she's doing. She's supposed to know how to talk to people and engage people. And so to see that she even signed to a dude that's signed to another nigga that's signed to another nigga, I can understand why she doesn't even have a full-on studio to do the podcast, because it's hard when the money is a little funny. You know what I'm saying? Because Charlamagne is giving pennies and he's supposed to be giving dollars, and you can tell in this production. So when she came out, her first episode did 79,000 views because it was right off of the, the Just Hilarious, just momentum. Right. And it was like these two girls, they're very talented. And then Jess was kind of being seen as equal as Loren. Right. And it was like, oh, wow, because all of this background, she worked for TMZ, she worked for this, she worked for that. She can read better. And, Jess is an entertainer. She's a performer. That's something totally different. And so, and this is what her podcast is lacking. And I'm going to show you the receipts here in just a second. And so, make a long story short, she does this whole grand thing, and even talks about on Carlos King's show the other day. Jasmine, do we have that with Loren LaRosa with Carlos King? Shout out
When
to
I
Carlos
was
King,
leaving and Breakfast Club opening up, it all happened because I bullied my way into getting a guest hosting position. Like they didn't know me. I had never met or worked with Charlamagne, Envy, Angela Yee. I didn't know the EP who was booking Eddie F, who was booking everybody for the guest host, and they didn't know me from a can of paint. They might have seen like, okay, the girl from TMZ, but like I was on my best bully. I wasn't even thinking about it like the job was going to be mine. To be honest with you, I watched the show. I was a fan of the show, every interview, every whatever, because of what I do. So like I watched it and I could tell from the natural progression of the guest host and how much Jess was there. I'm like, oh, the job is basically hers. They just haven't announced it yet.
How did you get the opportunity to even have the day?
So what I started to do was being resourceful. I was reaching out to anybody I knew who had ever walked inside of the Breakfast Club.
She was spirit channeling. She was spirit harvesting. That's why she was telling Jess on air, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. She didn't know anybody. And so she started putting her pictures on the wall and harvesting energy and putting herself in that situation and watching the show and envisioning herself there. So basically she just did a personal vision board where she masturbated to all their pictures and stuff. And now she has a job that I feel that she's great for with them. But go ahead, Jasmine. Finish.
From the natural progression of the guest host and how much Jess was there. I'm like, oh, the job is basically hers. They just haven't announced it yet.
How did you get the opportunity to even have the day?
So what I started to do was being resourceful. I was reaching out to anybody I knew who had ever walked inside of the Breakfast Club. I was sending them my resume and my reel, like, yo, send this to them. So I mean like publicists, managers, artists, homies of theirs, like anybody. And what's so crazy is the day that Angela Yee announced that she was leaving, it was trending. There's an interview she did for TMZ right outside the station. I cold called her and booked that. Like, yo, we need to interview with you on your way out. And jokingly, I was just like, I was asking her, because I was trying to get the story. I'm like, well, what's next? Like, what's about to happen? What are they looking for? Does it have to be a celebrity? Like, you don't even have to know a name, but just give me a criteria what they're looking for, because that alone is a story right now. Mm-hmm. She's like, yo, they don't know what they're looking for. And I'm like, and I'm joking. I'm like, oh, they're going to take a shot on little brown girl on her grind. And she like, don't know what they're looking for. Shoot your shot. And I was like, for real? Like, I'm not a celebrity. And she was like, it doesn't matter. They don't know what they're looking for right now. And I was like, okay. I mean, I didn't know her. I didn't know if that was true. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try. So I just did that, and it had gotten back to me a couple times. Like, people would send me screenshots of their responses, like, yo, we keep getting her resumes and her reels. Tell her hit Eddie, blah, blah. And I'm like, who is Eddie? So my manager did some digging with some radio contacts that she had, and we got in contact with Eddie F, who's the EP. Mm-hmm. And I flew in town. My mom had a doctor's appointment, so I flew in town. And I told my manager, like, if we don't figure out a meeting, I'm going to that studio. I'm just gonna sit there until Eddie F walks downstairs. And she was like, no, don't do that. I'm going to figure it out. I was like, figure it out or not, I'm doing it. So I'm just telling you, she figured it out.
I know that's right, Loren.
Okay. And so what you saw there, guys, if there's anything that you ever want in life, just use all of your energy, all of your being to make it happen. If you don't have any experience, it will still happen for you. And sometimes before your time. And use it to do on things that maybe you're not experienced for. And watch, it's going to happen. And so she understands spirit harvesting and all that stuff. And, just good job on that. She should have explained it that way, but I get it. A lot of people are like, oh, it's witchery, whatever. Okay, so here's the thing. So this whole, fuss was being made. And when the episode came out, the first episode, it was an hour, on her podcast. It got a lot of views. About 80,000. It was off of Just Hilarious's noise. And then the second episode came out. Receipts are here because y'all are calling me a hater, but are her viewers haters? I just want to, put that out because y'all always saying I'm hating, but then her audience is not supporting. Okay. And so when you go to her channel, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to get it to you yourself. So her first episode came out 6 days ago, which was 80,000. 4 days ago. No. 4 days ago. 27-minute episode on iHeart, 9,000. Okay. Episode yesterday, 2 episodes yesterday, 3,000, and another episode today, yesterday as well, 2,000. Now, I've never in my life seen numbers crash. This is like worse than the stock market. This is hype. And then once all the smoke goes away and you see it, this is what you get. Go, Jasmine.
Hey y'all. This is the latest with Loren LaRosa. I am Loren LaRosa. This is episode 4. So let's get on into some things. We taking y'all to court. We doing a little court. You know what I mean? If there's a dun dun, Taylor, put that on in here. I need that. Okay, it's giving litigation right now. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was Drake. You guys know that Drake has been going back and forth with Universal Music Group over the song Not Like Us, even though he's positioning it and claiming that it's not specifically about the song, that it's more so about the fact that his label did not protect him and that they allowed another artist on the label, speaking of Kendrick Lamar, to drop Not Like Us, which Drake and team say is a very defamatory song. It's dangerous, and there's no way that this should have been supported. So now he is suing, okay? The lawsuit, there's been a lot of back and forth, but more recently, the Universal Music Group side of things said, you know what, Judge, this all is BS. Drake doesn't honestly think that we did half of the stuff that he is claiming. He's claiming that they work with bots to make Not Like Us a bigger song than it was. He's claiming that they, paid third-party bloggers to talk about it, that they paid radio, like just a ton of different things, right? That he has claimed over some time. He's claiming everything but the song is a bop. And baby, the song is a bop. Okay, he's claiming everything but what the truth is. So in doing that, his ask was in this. I want to make sure. I hope I didn't say file suit. If I said that, that is not what I meant. And I think that it gets tricky there. And a lot of people, when in reporting it or talking about it, say it wrong. Because I think we're so used to like, okay, you hear defamation and then boom, it's a lawsuit. When for real, what Drake did was a smart business play. He filed a motion basically asking to be able to discover, like to look inside of Universal.
We should let Loren host for us. What you think? We should keep it going. Let Loren host for us. Let her be a guest seat in the show during the show. Yeah. Jazzy Faye. Productions on my nizzle. What do you think, Winos? Do you think we should call Loren over?
You want the Winos to click off the video, or you want to keep them around, keep them entertained?
I thought they said I was hating. Play it some more. Finish playing the video. Let them listen, please. Finish playing the video.
To music groups, all of their internal things, and figure out if what he thinks is happening is really happening, or at least enough to get enough evidence to then go back to a judge and say, hey, here's what we have, and now we're moving forward with a lawsuit. A lot of times in defamation, people will tell you, like, defamation is one of the hardest things to prove, because not only do you have to prove that the person in their intent was defamatory and that they meant to harm you, to make it where you can't get money, to make it where you can be harmed by what they're saying or what they're throwing on you, but also, too, you have to really be able to prove loss. Like really be able to prove it. You really have to be able to prove this. So a lot of times people go right in with the lawsuit. And normally that's because they have the evidence. They understand, where they're standing legally and what they're going to lean in on. And what Drake did was, he's like, okay, here's what I think is happening. Here's my long laundry list of things that I think is happening. But I want to go in and I want to poke around a little bit, because I need to figure out, like, if I'm shooting, who's my target? I thought that was actually pretty smart. I also thought that this was smart too, because if I'm Drake, and the conversation around this was that Drake, was negotiating, renegotiating with the label and trying to do all these things. If I'm doing that and I feel like my label isn't, giving me full transparency on some stuff, the best way to get transparency about the stuff that I want, but also about me and how impactful I am at this label.
No, don't be trying to call for the police. No, y'all, don't be trying to call for the police. This is who y'all wanted to take just spot. Now, it sounds good when she with other people. You know how you playing double dutch when there's a conversation? It sounds good, but when it's by itself and all the smoke is clear and it's just you. I was very, very disappointed in Loren LaRosa's performance. I really thought I was coming over there to get some brown girl business. Not for real. They trying to, when you file a lawsuit, you really got to prove, like they took money from you for real. And it felt like I was listening to my ex-assistant do a show. I am very disappointed, and I know she worked her ass off to get to that point, but I'm here to tell you, Loren, from one black woman to another, somebody that's older than you, baby girl, you have got to step up your performance. That's why Jess has that seat. That's why she will remain in that seat, because she has a performance attribute. So I don't know if you need to take some acting classes or what, but the 6 o'clock morning news is never giving anymore. You have got to come with some passion. It sounds like an extended topic. What's the name of her segment on the Breakfast Club, Jasmine? What's the name of it?
I don't think she has a segment, but I'm sure it's the latest with Loren LaRosa.
The latest with Loren LaRosa. It sounds like an extended version of the latest with Loren LaRosa, with all the for real, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not giving us anything that we haven't heard. Or no, we know what defamation is about. We know what it consists of. Baby girl, what are your thoughts? So if you're going to have a podcast is a conversation piece where you actually give your thoughts and opinions on stuff and not just read. She's holding her phone, reading news word by word. What do y'all think? You know, like playing with her hair. Baby girl, get in some acting classes. I'm not saying you ain't got it. You just ain't got it right now. You ain't got it right now. So y'all all need to go on over there to Just Hilarious page and apologize to her, because this is just wrong. And y'all ain't even over there talking about I'm hating. I'm looking at the views. Y'all ain't even clicking on the video. Go on over there to the channel. Go on. Moving on. After the break, we got Hazel E and versus Fabulous. Fabulous is clapping back on the claims that he killed a girl using his penis. Okay, and so Hazel E said that penis is hot like fire, 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 and it needs to be cooled off. And so we also got 600 Breezy versus Jasmine Chavez. That relationship has hit the fan. I am not surprised. I've talked to most of the parties involved, and we'll give you inside detail on that and what's happened. We've been watching it play by play all day, and it's getting messier by the messier. All we hear is, please, baby, don't go. And there's active shootouts with babies in the car. Okay. And so all that and more coming up right after the break. We got some sponsors we need to brag about, which means boldly raise a glass to. Let's go.
Watched an earlier episode of you when you weren't my biggest fan, and you were like, "Oh, Kat, you called her ugly, but
don't
she got
say that.
No, but you said she got the money. You said she got the money from you. She was tired of the ocean. She went and got this little young. She got some young fresh whatever. She got the bag from you, and now she got on to the little nigga kissing her ass. And I was like, but she right. Like, not that she right, because I would have loved to have that. But because I was in that for so long and seeing how these little girls service you and cater to you and you feel like king and da-da-da-da-da, and then I wanted to emulate you. I wanted that for me.
Let's move on to Kanye. So Kanye been out here wilding. Now they trying to say that, you know, he got his information on the twins from me.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.tashaklive.com.
When I told you that I wanted us to change, I really meant that. Earlier, when I was talking about the threesome, well, that was just me being honest with you.
I appreciate you being honest, babe, and opening up to me. I really want you to be happy.
Listen, babe, you're my wife. You're my soulmate. And no one and nothing is gonna change that.
Okay, so listen, if we do this, we gotta have some rules.
Definitely.
Okay.
You say the word.
Just listen. Rule number one.
Rule number one.
No one-offs. No sex, no dates, nothing.
Sounds good.
This is for us. Rule number two.
Number two.
I feel comfortable if I pick her.
But I mean...
Okay, listen. We can pick her together.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Yes. Yeah. Rule number three. What's rule number three?
Go back to rule number one.
No one-offs.
No one-offs.
No one-offs. Absolutely never. And is there a rule? Is there a fourth rule?
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.tashaklive.com.
All right, and don't forget, we are sponsored in part by shoptkdeals.com. Guys, I am almost done with my mushroom extract complex, okay? Everybody should have mushrooms in their diet. once or twice or 3 times a week. It has been proven to be useful in cancer therapy, herpes therapy, HPV therapy, HIV therapy, and everything. It optimizes the T cells so that you don't get as sick or sick at all or stay sick as long. You guys can actually look up the research yourself on the National Institute of Health, and they'll tell you exactly what they're using the mushroom extract complex for, which is full of maitake mushrooms, lion's mane, which is for the brain function and cloudy thinking and stuff like that. The turkey tails, we got the shiitake, we got the black fungus mushroom, especially if you don't like mushrooms, like the texture. A lot of people can't get around the texture of mushrooms, or even the powder, the vitamins that we sell, which is a lot more potent, okay? But having some of this every day, I mean, they're gummies, they're a little bit on the sweet side, sweetened with stevia and some raspberry flavor. And look, I don't be having no issue when getting sick and shit like that, okay? And so you can get these using my coupon code TK10 on shoptkdeals.com. It's one of the hottest selling items. The reviews are through the roof, okay? And so I like that they were able to put nasty mushrooms in such a good formula, all right? And don't forget, the body oils that I use personally are available on shoptkdeals.com. Use my coupon code TK10 as many times as you want, all right? We don't change the code. Jasmine, who's next? Antonio Brown. Shout out to Antonio Brown. So, I got a little call today and found out that Antonio Brown has signed with my law firm. I wish we had like on Loren LaRosa's show, she had a little box and it was like, yay, she clicked it and everybody was like, yay. And I was like, I'm gonna take that because that's a filler for what she need in order to make the show interesting. But Jasmine, we need a clap, or we need Teddy Deck dancing. You know what I'm saying? And so my celebrity bankruptcy attorney has now signed Antonio Brown. So he's coming in to save his bankruptcy. Now, apparently, Antonio Brown got word that he was able to fulfill my bankruptcy, which was a very difficult bankruptcy. Y'all had all the YouTube lawyers out here telling y'all that I was going to jail, tax evasion, bankruptcy fraud, all of that. She's hiding money, hiding assets. I kept my mouth closed because I didn't need to respond to no lies, okay? But these were the lawyers that y'all appointed and that y'all go to every time somebody got a case. Every time somebody got a case, y'all running up over there listening to misinformation. And if they were good lawyers, they would be practicing for clients, but instead they practicing for y'all. And it was funny when one of the lawyers ended up pulling my financial records from the bankruptcy court, because all of it's public, and he saw that even him being a college educated lawyer and being on YouTube, that only a third of my income was more than his. And he went to school a long time. You understand what I'm saying here? But that's what y'all keep doing. That's why I stopped responding to stuff. And I respond when I get good and goddamn ready to respond on my own terms when it makes sense for me. I'm not out here. I make the news. I break the news, not them. They report on me. Got a damn lawyer up over there in the same suit every day talking about he making money as shit. You know what I'm saying? And knowing he living an economical life, he got a bald head, so he don't go to no barber. He do that at home. He got the same suit. You know what I'm saying? He hand wash that every night because ain't no way he wearing using the washing machine to wash one damn pantsuit because he extra tall and he got to get his suits custom made. But a lawyer making some real money because he got real clients will have custom tailored different suits every day. But this is who y'all choose to put y'all eyes on and listen to. But it was real funny when he had my bank records up there. Let me get my wine. Hold on. When he had my bank records up there, and he thought was like, "Ooh, Tasha ain't making this. Ooh, Lord Jesus. Oh, you looking for a sugar mama? You looking for a sugar mama? Is that what you're doing? That was just one of my income streams. You looking for? Oh, you didn't know that somebody that was in the 9th grade 3 years could do that and save it. Shout out to my lawyer, Chad Van Horn. Now, Chad has been asked to come in and do what he did for me for Antonio, because Antonio's people is asking right now the courts to throw out his bankruptcy and Chapter 7 him and sell all of his assets, and it'll leave him broke. They're accusing him of hiding assets and all types of things, and jewelry, gold teeth, watches, all types of stuff, and he says, I'm not. See, I wouldn't have said nothing. When y'all was out here talking about I was doing it, I wouldn't have said I wouldn't have said nothing. But him, he different. I get it. People just operate different, you know? And so he called in the big gun here to be like, can you save my bankruptcy? Because ain't nobody been able to save a bankruptcy from being thrown out when your own trustee and the creditor has band together to get it thrown out. And that's what happened in my case. I said, how the hell did my creditor turn my trustee on me? How the hell they do that? And my lawyer sitting there like, I don't know, but we finna fix this, okay? And I came out, case closed. If I'm supposed to be in jail, I'm supposed to be in jail. All this shit, all these headlines they put out there about me, all lies, except for me being broke. I ain't got it. But here's the thing. So Antonio Brown done called in Chad Van Horn and his team. And so they're getting together an entire plan that's even going to benefit y'all. So stay tuned, because they told me to just put y'all on notice, okay, about some things that we're going to need to run past y'all. See if y'all interested and shit like that. But the winos is going to get first dibs on what's going on here in this damn bankruptcy. So just stay tuned. Also, guys, if you are sitting in debt, if you got child support that's backed up your ass, you got taxes that's backed up your ass, you got judgments, debts, medical bills, and all that stuff, all that good stuff, and you still want to keep your house and your car, you want to see if you qualify for bankruptcy, guys, go to startovernow.org and talk to Chad. Startovernow.org and talk to Chad. Don't assume, based on creditor publications and marketing, that you cannot wipe all that debt away. Don't do that. I owe $5,000. $5,000 to American Express. Actually, $7,000. I'm only paying them $1,000 back in a bankruptcy. Now, if I had a Chapter 7 debt, I wouldn't have paid them nothing, and I still would have got another American Express card in 6 months. Do you understand what I'm saying here? Why? Second chances are being given to everybody. Trump filed 4 times. Use the system to your advantage. Get up out of debt. Go to startovernow.org and talk to Chad or his consultant right now, like Antonio and like I did. Shout out to Antonio Brown, and I wish him nothing but the best over at the Van Horn Law Group, okay? Moving on. The link is in the chat as well as in the description box. Let them tell you you don't qualify. Startovernow.org. It's my second bankruptcy. I may go into a third. Moving on. Now, speaking of the mushroom extract complex for herpes therapy, HPV therapy, HIV therapy and things, I mean, shiitake mushrooms that is in this, that is labeled as ACHH in the mushroom extract complex, that is available on shoptkdeals.com, has been proven, according to customers, to wipe any type of HPV symptom-related things away, okay? According to them, not me. I'm not a doctor, but if you look at the reviews on the mushroom extract complex, or on the shiitake mushrooms, it will tell you all you need to know. And so Hazel E did a very extensive, intensive interview with us 2 weeks ago. We released it last Friday. It has been doing hella numbers on TashaKLive.com. And she has pissed off a lot of people. Every time she sits down with me, she pisses off a lot of people. But Fabulous decided to enter the chat at 3 a.m. to respond to these really, really egregious allegations that was made by Hazel E on our interview on TashaKLive.com. You do have to subscribe to watch that interview. And I was very shocked that he even said anything. Okay, go ahead. Let me remind y'all, if you haven't seen it, you'd like to here it go.
Cervical cancer, and they're dying. It just happened to this girl in Houston for messing with one of the popular niggas and her getting untreated BD and her passing away with cervical cancer. It's like it's a real thing from somebody's man. His name is Fabulous. And so, you know.
Are we talking about Fabulous the rapper?
What other FABOLOUS do you know? So the thing about it is, it's real.
You know, his ex is now with Country Wayne.
Right. The girl's name is Julie. She was in Houston. She's a little Asian girl. That was one of his like main little girlfriends out there, and she just died of cervical cancer from untreated BV. Rest in peace, Julie. It was like a whole big memorial. It's all over the internet. But yeah, like that. And it was so crazy because some of my girls in Vegas be like, "Oh, we love Julie. We love."
Now, the wine we get is just way too strong. Way too strong. That's how I had to take a sip. But I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm drinking on in a minute. Jasmine, remind me to tell them what I'm drinking. Okay. I forgot to do the last show because I've been out the game for so long and stuff like that. So so she spilled so much wine on that interview. And like I said, get your ass on up over there, pay for it, watch it. You get to watch everything else, the Benzino movie, the Megan Thee Stallion movie, the Diddy movie, all of that stuff. Okay. All of the live streams. You got 30 days for $12. 30 days for $12. And if you want to stay, stay. If not, you can go. Pause your subscription and go. Okay. And so this interview has been rubbing a lot of feathers. And so we woke up last night with Fabulous responding to Hazel E. And this is what he said. He said everything but no. He said clown. He said clown. She comes back and says, after he responded, I didn't know Fabulous was a wino. They are winos. I'm trying to tell you. Okay. She says, you love fighting with women. Now listen, we weren't there. I don't know this girl, Julie. I don't know her last name. I don't know what happened. I don't know what BV. I don't know. I don't know who gave who what. But if I were Fabulous, I wouldn't have said nothing because you didn't say no. You didn't say I didn't do it. You didn't say this is not true. You didn't say I'm sending the lawyers. You didn't say nothing. You just said clown. After she said allegedly is what I heard from a very reliable source. BV, HPV, tomatoes, shedding light on women's health was the point of this conversation. And like I said, personally, if you look at the reviews on shiitake mushrooms and a mushroom extract complex, if you are out here sleeping around, you could be on PrEP. That's cool, right? But all the other shit that come, you got to get you some shiitake mushrooms. Now, all the women's are claiming, because, men don't really carry symptoms of HPV like that. But the women, we are carriers of that, okay? You could be an innocent bystander and still catch that shit, okay? Just doing what you do. You got to have some mushroom therapy already in you. So if the immune system encounters something that's not supposed to be there, the body will rid itself of it. And HPV is one of those things that your T cells should be able to rid itself with. Okay, somebody just broke into somebody's car because I heard a window break and then the alarm is going off. I hope they shit okay. But here's the thing. Mine is in my car. The hell going on? It's like, what the hell going on outside? We in a bad area. Lord Jesus. Okay, so make sure you use the coupon code TK10.com to get your mushroom extract complex, okay? And then other herbs that we're going to get to you here in just a second. But yeah, I do want to correct. I think when she was saying BV, she meant to say HPV because HPV is the thing that leads to cervical cancer, ovarian cancer, a lot of stuff, okay? Uterine cancer. And it's something that can linger in your body for years untreated. And if you don't have a strong immune system to where your cells can fight that off. You know what I'm saying? You will eventually, sometimes there are some strains of HPV that can develop into cancer. And in this case, she's claiming that some woman that she knows that she heard from a very reliable source had caught this from a man named Fabulous, okay? And she said, this is the only Fabulous that she knows and that we know. And instead of him saying or denying it, that it wasn't me, he just said clown. Protect yourselves out here. ShopTKDeals.com. Use the coupon code TK10. After the break, guys, okay? We got 600 Breezy versus Jasmine Chavez, all right? And we also are going to be heading over to TashaKLive.com. We got another exclusive We actually got 2 exclusive interviews plus topics. Okay, so we got Rashida versus Yandy. We also have, let me make sure I put this out here for TashaKLive.com before we go to commercial. We have Carrie Hilson out here trying to get in Beyonce's good graces. DeAndrea Sanders versus Jacquees, and Kelvin's Yo-Yo's husband, the alleged right-hand man, is coming forward to tell everything, okay? And everything that this man is about. And even one of Kelvin's, Yo-Yo's husband, Kelvin's sex trafficking victims when she was 15 years old. Oh, it's messy, okay? All of that will be available on TashaKLive.com. We'll be right back after the break. We got some sponsors we need to brag about, which means boldly raise a glass to hold that thought. We'll be right back. Let's go!
Tired of unreliable phone plans?
Can you hear me now?
What about never having service and having to spend all your hard-earned money on hidden fees? And don't even get me started on the customer service. Hear me now. Tired of phone plans ganging up on you? Get Rockstar Wireless. Say goodbye to big phone bills. Switch to Rockstar Wireless for unlimited talk, text, and data for just $19.99 a month. And never be held down by your phone bill again. Rockstar Wireless has your back. Stay connected with Rockstar Wireless.
Now, I don't know if it's witchcraft or what. And I know it sounds super crazy. But all I know is every time I try to give my Trina son,
What's wrong? What's wrong?
Since when was it okay for you to be a hoe?
active sex life, same thing.
The exclusiveness that only we share, us being completely vulnerable to each other, trying stuff and doing stuff together for the first time with each other only. We waited my whole life to save myself for you.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.TashaKLive.com.
All right, and we're back, okay? All of that is available on TashaKLive.com, which we'll be heading to right after this segment, okay? Make sure you do have to subscribe using the website to TashaKLive.com, that you can download the app and everything, and stream on, okay? It gets dirty over there, man. It gets real dirty. All right, so here's the thing. So 600 Breezy versus Jasmine Chavez. She is Jada Waiter's sister, okay? That's her claim to celebrity, I guess. She's just Jada Waiter's sister, and these are baby mamas to one celebrity that's soon to catch a RICO case, and this one, he catching bullets, okay? And so these are the girls y'all look up to, not me. We're just reporting the news, okay? And so I do want to give some backstory here. And so, we've been reporting on 600 Breezy since about 2019, if I'm not mistaken. We went all the way back to when he was on Teen Mom, I believe, and he was with a white girl. He's always just kind of found his way in with different people who are connected to celebrities or interconnected. He is from the Chicago area. Around that time when we was reporting on him, we did it because he had impregnated a rapper by the name of Queen Key and neglected triplets. So she got pregnant with triplets on the first try. He tried to come out and say, the babies weren't his. And, she was just going off and dragging him. I believe she's from the Chicago area too. And it was just really, really, really messy. Okay. And so as we were reporting on this, even the girls that he was with on Teen Mom when he was older was coming out basically saying that he's broke, he's, a deadbeat, he's, abusive, all the above. And I can believe the abusive part because he actually ended up getting my number from somebody at the time because, everybody had my number in the industry at one time or another before I got an assistant. And, called and threatened me saying, I know where you stay. I know where you at. And this is when all my information was public through the courts because of, sister-in-law and stuff like that. And so, we really weren't scared. My thing is real gangsters moving silent. And he's definitely not a silent gangster. Okay. And we got the receipts to prove it here later in the show. And so he is a piece of man. All right. And so when I saw sister Jasmine Chavez, doing a podcast with Jada, and she was seemingly coming for Queen Key, one of his baby mothers, because he has about 6 or 7 kids, if I'm not mistaken, with different women. 3 just from one, which is Queen Key, before Jasmine, before he had the baby with Jada's sister. Jada's sister, sat her ass on that podcast, okay, like the low, just kind of cunt she is, and tried to comfort Queen Key. And Queen Key has never uttered this woman's name to try to say the reason 600 Breezy wasn't there for her 3 babies was because they weren't his. Because he told her that. She wasn't nowhere near around when this man was laying up with this woman. She wasn't in the bed when he was squirting. She wasn't there at the hospital room when he was there. And for another woman to just come in and get digmatized all of a sudden, now you want to come out here and speak on stuff that was before you. That was before you. It didn't even concern you. See, Queen Key better than me, because I would have checked her on site, baby. You wasn't in the bed when he was in, when he had his face in my ass. You know. No. And so she had a lot of smoke, even had a lot of smoke for the woman that 600 Breezy was with that wasn't a celebrity. She was just a TikToker at the time. When she got on TikTok to lose her mind because she said she bought him a plane ticket to go see the baby that he made with Jada. Take Queen Key out of this. He made with Jasmine, not Jada, because they look just the same, just alike. Bought him a ticket. He didn't return home. With the money that his girlfriend that he was with gave him. And he made the baby while he was with the girlfriend. And so she was trying to do the noble thing, which was go see your baby. I'll be right here. Wasn't insecure or nothing. But the boy never came home. Why? Because he saw a bigger bag. He's always chased women who have some sort of limelight, okay? And according to Jasmine, she wanted to give her baby a 2-parent household. Parent over here, parent over here. 2-parent household. House over here, house over here. 2-parent household. Y'all remember? If you're a real wino, you know where I'm going with that. 2-parent household, okay? Right. So when his girlfriend got on TikTok to show out, Jasmine wrote the videos.
My money for I need to be compensated before my heart broke, bitch. Not playing.
It reminds me of like I said, the old body.
I'm not
but
playing.
I just imagine as I'm listening to
bitch,
it,
I sent you to meet your son.
Myself riding like
that you made when you cheated on me.
Chevy, like with some 26.
Not move there. And then you didn't even tell me, bitch. I had to find out from the internet again.
Oh, so that was the vibe. Yeah, that was the whole.
Bragging. Jasmine was just doing podcasts with her sister, bragging about having 600 Breezy. Oh, he's mine. He's not taking care of Queen Key's babies because they're not yours. This is a 2-parent household. We love each other. Then when the girlfriend gets on TikTok, y'all call her bitter and everything and all that. And now Jasmine, because she has a bigger platform, because her sister is a celebrity, y'all decided to make the other girlfriend look crazy. What are other videos of the girlfriend? There's 2 more I want you to see, because she went in where he decided to take her money and not come back.
This bitch until I feel better. Until I feel some reconciliation. My motherfucking cat sleep on top of the jewelry box looking for you. My motherfucking cat runs to this door every time it opens because he thinks it's you. Bitch, we all just sitting here waiting for you and you playing house. You retard. And I hate that shit from me. Take the fucking necklace out and throw the whole thing away.
Somebody get her a tissue, please. Somebody get her.
Now stop tearing up my house because you said you weren't gonna keep paying for it. I started fixing the holes. I stopped tearing up my house because when we move, I need to learn how to have humility so I don't tear up our house. I'm steady stop doing shit for you, bitch, and you just can't stop lying. Why? Leave me alone. What sense does that make?
We need
give
a
me your
tissue
phone.
emoji.
Somebody give me their phone so I can go live, so I can show the messages. I need y'all to see how this man keeps manipulating me. Like I'm not already mentally fucked up. What sense does that make? Yeah, it stopped bleeding. I still got my towel wrapped around.
Your hand got out.
But why? Why? Where's your phone? Give me your phone. I got some WhatsApp message. Give me this.
business. You don't. You
That's
no,
a big house.
No, I'm not. You're not done with life. But you're done with.
No, I'm not. I'm not. Bitch, you humiliated me. I'm gonna humiliate you back. If you want to come on, come on. What are you talking about? No, I'm not done with him. If he want to come home, he can still come home right to this day. My daughter loves him. She keep asking me about that man. I don't bring people around my child, Day.
I know.
Smoke this. Smoke what? You got something for me to fucking smoke, bitch? I ain't smoked in days.
All right, bring it over
here. Give me that lighter. Y'all don't even understand the detriment of the situation. For real.
She ain't to be wait. She's not rap too tight, okay? And so there's actually one more, Jasmine. Play it real quick.
Just dropped.
She was going in
and
for
I know
days.
you mean to look like a good father, bitch, but don't ever play with me like that. How dare you play with me? I ain't even the type of that laugh, that yell at laugh. But what y'all not gonna do is make me seem like no goofy, because that ain't it. That I sent that to Atlanta to meet his son. I sent him there to meet his son. A bunch of weird was happening and I broke up with his ass. What you talking about? Left his ass. He texted me a long ass paragraph talking about how he needed that. He needed to get on his shit. He's not doing enough. What the he say? Food ain't gonna be enough for me, so he gotta get everything right so he can take care of me, him, and a bunch of kids. But I just want you to know that I really do love you and I want to spend the rest of my life with you and I'll be back for you. I just pray you don't fall in love with somebody else. You play with me and I go tear that beans up, G. I will go bowl that up in that parking ramp. How dare you go take Christmas pictures with another I don't give a if that's your baby mama. What you talking about? Let's talk about it. What you talking about? You steady doing and you I'm steady being a bigger fucking person and not crashing out. Let's ball. Let's ball. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What you talking about? Let's talk about how you need a Viagra to that bitch. What you talking about? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how you said her pussy was trash. Oh, child. I'm around this waiting on you to return, and you playing house. Go be with her. Stay there. Don't come back. Fuck what your heart telling you. If your pocket's telling you that can do more for you, stay there and leave me the fuck alone. No, I can't calm down. I can't. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't get it. This is worse than my life in 2017 with that bottle of Amsterdam. Baby, I'm finna go. Oh. I'm not trying to hear nobody gotta say. I'm not trying to hear get off live. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit. Somebody got me throwing up. Now I'm throwing up because I want to fight. I want to beat his ass. Why are you playing with me? I'm throwing up because my adrenaline is high. And I'm trying not to put no holes in my wall. I'm finna tear this up. Let you go be a dad. What the What are you doing? Tell me what you're doing. I don't give a fuck if you with her or not. Is you cool? Bitch, do you know who I am? You talking about who you is? Wait, you. Do you know who the fuck I am? You play on crazy, crackhead ass games for me. And I hate that for me. I hate that for me. Thank you. My hallway is decorated because that bum ass was supposed to come buy me a tree and he never came home. That's all I could do. Because I ain't worked in 2 years. I've been getting taken care of. And now I gotta find a way to pay all my bills on my own because this wanna go play house to make it look good because this tape just dropped. What you talking about? I ain't even watched the yet. I'm in this bitch folding clothes, listening to it.
She throwing up? Jesus! That's when I knock on the door. Baby girl, you okay? You all right in there? It's Miss Clara from across the hall. I hear you in that cussing. That boy ain't jumped on you, is he? You need me to call the police? I don't hear you. You better open this door. I'm gonna call the police on you. Okay, hey girl, you good? You all right? What's going on? I couldn't hear, help but hear you. You sure you don't need me to call the police? You want to come inside real quick and talk about it? That's Miss Clara. Well, I'm here if you need me, baby. Don't let that boy see you sweat like that. You cute. Don't ever let him see you sweat, baby. When he leave, you supposed to have another one up in there. Now, just in case y'all are confused, this is 600B. This is who everybody's been fighting over, okay? And so this is Jada Waiter's sister, Jasmine. She is the latest baby mama. She is the one that girl was spazzing out about because he had a baby on her. He was paying all her bills, went to go meet the baby that he had while he was with her, said he had to use Viagra to make the baby and that her vagina was trash. Didn't return home to that woman. She was losing her mind in that bonnet. And now this one here, Jasmine, after she came for the girlfriend and his other baby mama, Queen Key, because remember, 600 Breezy is a failed rapper. He's done reality TV. He's done a few things, but he's just failed at everything. And now he's back out in the trap, okay? Just to give y'all some backstory here. It's really messy, but I've been following this since 2019. I said, this is my story. So now Jasmine, after, coming for Queen Key, talking about, oh, he ain't taking care of your babies because they not his and all of this, and he don't want you, telling the other girl, I took your man. Now she on live talking about, oh, they not together no more because he broke. Now, when I saw it, I was like, girl, everybody knew that he was broke. He's a failed rapper, failed actor, failed reality TV star. Matter of fact, I think he was with Sky from Black Ink at one time. She had claimed he was scamming her. I don't know, but okay. He's been around. He's not new to this. This is why I'm not mad at him. Everybody mad at him, and I'm not mad at 600 Breezy, and I'm going to tell you why here in just a second. So he saw that message that Jasmine, Jada Chavez's sister, wrote about him, and he has had it up to here with you hoes. And so he decided to clap back on his own and said, oh, I'm broke now. You left me because I'm broke. Then he quotes, hold on for a second. Let me get the quotes. Because it's just messy. Okay. So then he quotes, he said, hold on. Hold on, wait a minute. Jasmine, where's the quote? When he first came out swinging? Okay, hold on for a second. Hold on. Okay, so here she goes. She says, this is what Jasmine said to trigger him. She said, dating your tax bracket, life be so much easier. Ho, I'm not broke. So this is why I learned my lesson. And from now on, I will date in my tax bracket. So she's talking about the baby daddy. She's also saying single, no. Wait, somebody said, did we miss a chapter? Are you single again? Single, no. With my broke ass baby daddy, no. Jasmine comes back and says, as parents, we do not think it's best for our kids. I can walk away knowing I tried to give my baby a 2-parent household. This is old as fuck. It just wasn't y'all business. Months old, so don't clock no T. She goes, exactly. Long as he does what a dad's supposed to do and be around. Once he play with my son, though, it's over. He did that enough already, so the ball is in his court. Never a bitter baby mama, okay? And then she's just going on answering all types of questions. He gets the memo and decides to go in, and he was like, oh, I'm broke, but you was basically begging me not to leave. Jasmine played a video that he said he accidentally recorded during their breakup.
Even my character on BD, I let play with me so much on
Jasmine, that's not it. The one where the camera was on the ground and he was arguing and stepping over that baby. You ain't got that video? Hold on, let me call Jasmine. It seems like her device is not connected. Give me a second. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Jasmine. That was on the thing, Jazzy Faye. That was very important. Okay, give me a second, y'all. Jasmine, go to commercial really quick. We'll be right back with this video.
Dana, you're nervous because you're not feeling so fresh. Huh? No, not down there, up here. Tell me this, have you ever panicked at the thought of taking off your wig and releasing the worst odor? Or just the thought of your partner burying their face in your 4-week-old box braids? One more question. Are you delaying your commitment to growing love locks because you know your scalp's history with thick, flaky buildup? If you can relate to any of these pretty common issues, I might have a solution for you. Crowned & Glorious Medicated Shampoo. It's proven to not only clear up scalp buildup, but clear it for a lot longer. Using Crowned & Glorious, you can do what before was unthinkable, like leaving in your protective styles for longer periods. You know, to get your money's worth. Because the formula used in Crowned & Glorious eliminates the underlying causes of that sour smell in your hair and helps to prevent crusty buildup. As if that's not exciting enough, studies have shown that the active ingredients in Crowned & Glorious can actually block certain hormones that causes hair loss. And it can effectively reverse alopecia or regrow your hair on thinning edges. So if you're ready to change your life forever, visit myclearcrown.com. Grab your first bottle of Crowned & Glorious Medicated Shampoo because your crown is glory and glory starts at the crown.
I need you to know what a proper compliment is. This one in particular, this lady walked up to me today. She walked up to me, she said, "Hey, you're doing that show tonight." I said, "Yes, ma'am, I am." She said, "I'm so proud of you." I said, "Oh, thank you so much." She was like, it's like you're the whole package. And I was like, "Oh, well, thank you." I didn't know what this meant. "Oh, well, thank you so much." The whole package. That sounds like a compliment. It's like you're the whole package. You're a father, you're a family man, and you're a stand-up comedian, very funny, and an actor. It's like you're a regular Bill Cosby.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.tashaklive.com.
All right, so we back. Jasmine has that video now. It was actually my fault. I thought I sent it to her, but I sent her so many videos and receipts regarding the story that I forgot the one when he clapped back on Jasmine for trying to play with him because he said he is tired. He is tired. 600 Breezy, okay, is tired of these fools playing on his name, okay? And so he decided to upload. He recorded himself accidentally breaking up with Jasmine and said this is the real reason as to why they are not together. Jasmine, are we ready? Are we ready? We should be.
It's over. I'm not gonna die with you. You might as well get me killed and end this shit right now. It's over. It's over. Jasmine, it's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. I don't want shit to do with you. None of that shit. It's over. It's over. Now I'm not playing with you. You can't make no nigga stay that don't want to fucking stay. Like what? You done treated me like complete shit. And you think I'm supposed to keep staying? No, I don't want no drunk ass bitch. I don't want no disrespectful ass bitch. And I don't want no bitch that don't fucking like you. Don't want me here anyway. I didn't want you here. If I didn't want you, why the fuck are we sitting here having this? Let me go. Let me go. No, let me go. I'm not dealing with that same shit that you keep doing to me. I'm not dealing with it. I'm not dealing. Yes, I am. No, you're not. Jasmine, I'm finished. No, you're not. I don't love you. I hate you. I don't want to be with you. I don't want shit to do with you. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't want shit to do with you. I don't want shit to do with you. No, I to sit around and keep letting you mistreat me, talk to me any type of way, say what you say, keep putting your hands on me, and all that weird ass shit. But you don't want to let me leave, and I'm telling you I don't want you. I don't want shit to do with you. I'm trying to go out the door. I'm not lying. I don't want you. I don't love you. I don't want nothing to do with you. No, I don't. I hate you. I don't want shit to do with you. Like, what the fuck? Let me go. Like, that shit don't even make sense. You're not going anywhere. Like, what the fuck? This nigga want to leave. All right, so let me fucking leave then. No. What's wrong with you? What the fuck? I'm telling you, I'm finna go. I have to sit here and raise this motherfucker. You don't got to sit here and raise shit by yourself. You don't. I'm going to be right up the street. It's not no two-parent household. That shit is a lie. That two-parent household shit dead, bro. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Bro, you're not going any fucking where. All right. That two-parent household shit dead. No, it's not. You treat me like shit. You talk to me like shit. No, I'm not shit to you in your eyes. Why the fuck am I staying around you? We are not. Jasmine, let me leave. No. Let me leave. No. What the fuck? So I gotta call the police? I guess. Tell them, hey, I'm just trying to leave her house. She won't let me leave. I guess.
Everything all right in there? Y'all okay? I hear the baby crying. Y'all need me to call the police? Jasmine, come to this door now. Come to this door now, Miss Claire. I'm good. Now, not only did he upload the receipts, because like I said, had she would have never opened her mouth, everything would have been fine. He decided to clap back with receipts of her begging him, calling her drunk. He said the reason they're not together is because she has a drinking problem. Every time she gets drunk, she beats up on him. And then he decided to make an extended video. Now, like I said, I'm on his side. And the reason I'm on his side is I'm going to tell you in a minute, but we got to get to the video of him really, really telling what it is, okay? And I just don't understand how women even put themselves in situations like this, but okay. Maybe for us to learn something from it. That's the only reason I can think of. Jasmine, show the video of him in the car going off again.
My character on BD, I let play with me so much on the internet. So much. I can't do it this time. No, I can't do it because you don't even want to let me see my son unless I come to your house or unless I you. Let's be real here. That's in the text messages too. You was finna kill yourself when I wouldn't come back. That's in the text messages too. You sent me, I was gone for 7 days. You and my son was laid up with another nigga. I got that in my phone too. But as me and y'all think we supposed to just keep sitting back and let bitches attack us and lie on us and do all this and make it seem, bitch, y'all, I didn't even know I was on the shade. Y'all got me f***ed up on BD. Like, why every time bitch called me, I got 10, 20K on me, you mad? Cause I went back to trapping. You ain't want me to trap. I'm back in the Midwest getting busy. And then I just sent you $32.50 for Blaze party. Right after that, you did this weird internet shit, and we've been broke up for 2 months, Jasmine. Because you needed that Snapchat check. They don't know. Your biggest check is from Snapchat. You needed some.
You lucky on that day I was acting cool, cuz. I told you I ain't got time for that. Today I got time, cuz.
Let's be real here, bitch. You don't even want Blaze, but you don't want to let me take him to Chicago, Wisconsin, anywhere else. You steady trying to tell me I got to come to your house and sit in your house and watch my own son. But you will let your gay friends get him. These motherfuckers that don't know, they don't know him. That's my kid. He came from that's a part of me. If that was the case, you should have never let me come around and even get to know him. You did that shit for you. This shit was for an image for you. You wanted to look like you had a happy family. I be trying to get my son, and you tell me I can't. You tell me I can't take. My cousin them got mansions bigger than everybody's house but Jada's on BD. And you won't even let me take my son over there. Like, what the f? I've been gone for 2 months. Out that 2 months, you had Blaze all of 2 weeks. But you won't let his dad get him. Talking about shootouts and shit, bitch. You think just because you was on my, you weren't supposed, you see me getting one shootout in Chicago a couple weeks ago.
Wait, pause, wait a minute. Shootout with the baby? Jasmine, is that what we heard? All I heard was gay people taking the baby, and then he got in one shootout. Rewind it back just a little bit.
2 months you had Blaze all of 2 weeks, but you won't let his dad get him. Talking about shootouts and shit, bitch. You think just because you was on my, you weren't supposed, you see me getting one shootout in Chicago a couple weeks ago on BD. You act like I'm gonna be outside doing bullshit in the car with my kid.
Only got in one shootout. You act like I'm gonna be outside with my kid and I'm gonna get in a shootout. Like I'm gonna let anything happen to him. What? Now here's the thing. That was intense. It was a shootout for me. I just had to get y'all to that last one. I was just like, this is crazy. Talking about he went back to trapping. He got 10, 20K on him all the time. He can't take him to his cousin's house. He can't have a baby by himself. And like the thing about it is everybody was on his side with the breakup because he came and clocked her wine, not T-wine. And then he hit the shootout and I was just like, wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. And unfortunately, we just lost the rapper and his daughter in a shootout. Like, no, but you're not taking my baby no damn well. I don't give a damn what it is. I'm sorry. I'm not buying 2 caskets. No, we're not. So, but the thing about it is the reason I'm on 600 Breezy side is because, and I don't feel sorry for none of these women, is because he's always been the same. He has always stood 10 toes down on who he is. He ain't changed for nobody. This has been the same 600 Breezy we was reporting on back in the day. He ain't changed, and now he done went from being a rapper to a reality star to backtrapping and pop. feel sorry for these hoes. For real. This is what y'all, this is who you picking. This is what Aisha was talking about. This is what Aisha was talking about. Talking about, I bet you kept that baby for a welfare check. I bet you kept that baby for some McDonald's. I bet you kept that baby from your weed man. Yeah. Y'all don't forget the show is sponsored in part by Inez Beauty. I love her product. She's a Black esthetician. Her name is Beautifully Honest. Let me swallow that wine here, okay? And she's been a Black esthetician for many years. She has her own business in North Carolina, and she has her own skincare line. And this is one of my favorite products, which is the Koji acid, okay? And you guys know, if you're familiar with Koji acid and turmeric and all the above, it does help into bright and even out skin tone, as well as dark marks and things like that. This is strictly for the face, and so it's not for the entire body. It's strictly for the face. And so when you do go on shoptkdeals.com, this will last you about 3 months, because you only need a little bit, because we don't want you bleaching your little skin here, okay? And so I use this on the regular, as a part of my skincare program. She does have a whole skincare line. You can get this on my website using my coupon code TK10, okay? Also, guys, don't forget, we got the Koji Cocoa Soap, okay? I'm seeing like all the other competitors, like I guess all the other companies do Koji, turmeric, and lemon. That is too much for our skin as Black people, okay? I'm just gonna keep it all the way 100. And so when this company came to me, and I've been using them for a long time. I got this referral from my late hairstylist. They do Koji acid, turmeric, and cocoa butter. Now, this is more potent than the body soap, okay? And so if you have dark marks on your body, if you're pregnant, stretch marks, maybe you have just stretch marks just from gaining weight and stuff like that, scars and stuff, this soap can be used until your skin lightens up, and then you discontinue use. But I like that they use cocoa butter in it, because it doesn't brighten your skin too much like the turmeric does and the lemon. And so it actually kind of helps to reduce that bleachy glow that you get when you're just using straight turmeric and straight lemon, which is very acidic and way too acidic for the skin, okay? And so this is one of my favorite bars. It's one of our hot sellers that we have on shoptkdeals.com. Like I said, it will lighten anything. I don't have any scars on my body. When y'all was talking about my armpits and my elbows and stuff like that, I went and got me some around that time when y'all was like, why your underarms black like that? Why your elbows black like that? So, my late hairstylist, who is not here with me today, he passed away. That was very emotional for me, because we have bonds with our hairstylist, put me onto this, and I've been using it ever since, okay? And so they are soon to come out with a body wash, and it's made for Black people, and it doesn't over bleach you. And as you can tell, I don't look bleached nowhere, okay? And so this is for the face, this is for the body. Once you get your desired skin tone and the marks faded, then you can discontinue use. It's on my website, shoptkdeals.com. Don't forget, I also got my Dead Sea Mud Mask that I use 2 to 3 times a week to help tighten pores, pull impurities out, pull dirt out. A lot of times when you're just washing your face, if you're not getting microneedling and stuff done, you need something with sea minerals to pull it out of your skin, okay? And the only thing that could do that is seawater or things that come from the sea. This is a mask that I've been using for years. We're getting rave reviews from the winos that have been using it. They love it. It tightens the pores, and it actually doesn't leave the skin dry, because it has coconut oil and vanilla oil. And contrary to popular belief, no, oil does not give you bumps. I'm oily every day doing this show. Do you see any bumps on my skin? And I have been using this for years. It is available on my website, shoptkdeals.com, especially if you want to get a deep cleansing of your skin and you don't have access to seawater or a beach, okay? And so I don't recommend the clay or any of that other stuff, because it dries our skin out, and we as Black people need oil from the rooter to the tutor, okay? Also, guys, don't forget the sea moss, all right? Everybody needs a potent multivitamin, because our food it's severely depleted. All right. And so while you're eating, especially if you eat bad, which most of us do, okay, and we all splurge a little bit, but even when you're eating bad, a burger don't have the nutrients, fries don't have the nutrients that your body needs, okay? And so you need something that's potent, that comes from the sea, okay, that has all of the vitamin and minerals that our body needs daily, okay? And it actually has spirulina on top of sea moss, zinc, burdock root, and vitamin C, all very potent in the vitamins and minerals that our body needs to sustain itself, to heal itself, okay, to fight for us when we do get sick, when we put it through smoking and drinking like that. This is good for the intestinal tract. Like I said, everybody should have a multivitamin, and sea moss is really hard to get. Capsules don't give you the full power of sea moss. Only liquid sea moss can do that. And I'm glad that this company came up with a way where it actually tastes good. It doesn't smell like fish. This is a mango flavor made with real mango and sea moss, as well as spirulina, zinc, vitamin C for the added, vitamin that you need in order for your immune system to fight, along with your mushroom extract complex. You ain't got no business getting sick from anything, okay? Because your body has what it needs in order to sustain itself, all right? So this is available on my website under the sea moss. We have the pineapple and the mango flavor. This is 10,000 milligrams. Very potent, and it doesn't get old, okay? It lasts 2 years, unlike sea moss that's made raw that only lasts about 2 weeks, all right? And that's very expensive to get and hard to keep, all right? It's on my website, shoptkdeals.com. Use the coupon code TK10. Don't forget, guys, to use your Clown and Glorious if you have, issues with your wigs, if you have issues with your scalp and stuff like that. This is a very popular product that's being advertised everywhere. People are talking about it that wear wigs. I'm not a wig girl, but sometimes I do get issues with my scalp. All right. And I have used Crown and Glorious in order to cleanse my scalp in a naturally medicated way. Okay. Use the coupon code TK10. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're about to head over to TashaKLive.com. We got some guests that are waiting. We also got some commentary that we're doing. So we're going to be talking about Rashida and Yandy. We got some real-time exclusive information on Marcus Houston. He around here running his mouth about me. Okay. You need to be worried about your teen bride that's not at home. We're definitely going to be discussing that. Also going to be discussing, hold on for a second. Let me make sure I get everybody. So you know when you come on over to TashaKLive.com what it's going to be. Also going to be talking about Carrie Hilson trying to get back in Beyonce's good grace. All right. Clearing her soul. We're also going to be speaking to one of Yo-Yo's husband's trafficking victims, along with his right-hand man that used to help him scam women and traffic women as well too. Okay. And so everybody is coming to the forefront to give us information on Yo-Yo's little husband, a piece of husband up over there that she is sticking beside, because he's a good man, Savannah, a good man, surviving Kelvin at this point. Okay. If you do want to see that show, you do have to subscribe. Head on over to TashaKLive.com using the website to sign in. All right, get on up in the chat. We get to thick over there. It is an uncensored and raw show. I love you guys so much. Guys, don't forget, if you're in debt, all right, you got student loans, medical bills, child support, taxes, anything that you want to bankrupt, please allow my lawyer to talk to you about it before you assume that you can't do it. You still get to keep your house and your car, okay? It's not complex like a Chapter 11 like mine, but Chapter 7s, Chapter 13s are usually pretty smooth, okay? And so, guys, go to startovernow.org, put in your details, and you get a free consultation with a bankruptcy lawyer, okay? Preferably my lawyer, all right? So use that link to go on over there and get questions and get out of debt. I got winos emailing me saying, thank you, I start my bankruptcy Monday. I start my bankruptcy Tuesday. I'm like, I told y'all, but y'all letting these creditors get in y'all head like, well, you can't buy no house, you can't buy no car. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can get credit cards 3 months right out of a bankruptcy, okay? Stop the cap. Stop the cap. If you have tips on your favorite celebrities, please feel free to email me via unwinewithtashak@gmail.com. Also, guys, if you want to advertise on my platform, we have ads starting at $200 to help to bring raise brand awareness with you. Jasmine, we're not doing the dating show because we're capped out on contestants, so don't add that. Hold on for a second. Let me see what she's trying to tell me before we go on over to TashaKLive.com. Hold on, guys. What's up, Jazzy? Oh, I forgot to tell y'all what wine I was drinking. So today I was drinking a Sauvignon Blanc, which is actually one of my favorite wines. Okay, this is a Reservado Sauvignon Blanc, and it goes with fish. It goes with crabs. It goes with stone crab, oysters, and things like that. It tastes like pear in a glass. All right, you can get this bottle here less than $10 from your local grocery store. Okay, you can Google it. This is a Reservado. I believe this wine is made in Chile. It did win awards. Okay, the Marcus de Vino. I don't understand all the Spanish and stuff like that, but in 2022, it ran an award, and I can see why, because it goes with anything, pasta, fish, and you seen it didn't get me too lit as well, but it had me just enough oiled up to do my commentary and doing a second show as well without getting me all slizzard drunk, okay? And so, like I said, you can Google this wine. Again, thank you guys all so much for tuning in. We'll see you Friday. Hopefully, okay? The reason I'm saying hopefully for Friday is because I don't want to hear no shit. I'm getting an implant put in. All right. So I'm missing a back molar. And what I don't want to happen when I turn like 50, which is in 7 years, is my cheeks to start sinking in. And this sinks in more because there's no tooth there or no bone there. Okay. So I'm getting an implant put in tomorrow. They said the swelling should be down in less than 24 hours, and I should be good to go on my ibuprofen to do my show. The only thing I'm not going to be able to do is drink. Okay. But if I'm not, I will run reruns over here. Okay. But I am going to try to come to work, guys. I promise you, because there's so much wine out here. We just got to spill. All right. And so pray for me that I have a safe procedure tomorrow and my molar gets restored. And the reason I have to get it done too is because the gum is receding and it's exposing my other tooth, and it's causing sensitivity and stuff like that, because the gum, the bone is kind of, it's receding and it's exposing my tooth. And so they're gonna fix me on up, and I'm gonna be back here smiling, and I ain't gotta worry about my jaws and stuff sinking in because I'm missing teeth. All right. So pray for me, y'all. All right. Pray for me. I love you guys. I'm going to go ahead and head on out to TashaKLive.com. We're going to get started at around 7:30, which is 8:30 y'all time. And I'll see y'all on over there. Now I got to go. Say bye, Teddy. Bye, white bitch. Bye.
I watched an earlier episode of you when you weren't my biggest fan, and you were like, "Oh, Kat, you called her ugly, but she got the
say that."
No, but you said she got the money. You said she got the money from you. She was tired of the ocean. She went and got this little young. She got some young fresh whatever. She got the bag from you, and now she got on to the little dick kissing her ass. And I was like, but she right. Like, not that she right, because I would have loved to have that. But because I was in that for so long and seeing how these little girls service you and cater to you and you feel like king and da-da-da-da-da, and then I wanted to emulate you. I wanted that for me.
Let's move on to Kanye. So Kanye been out here wilding. Now they trying to say that, he got his information on the twins from me.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.TashaKLive.com.
When I told you that I wanted us to change, I really meant that. Earlier when I was talking about the threesome, well, that was just me being honest with you.
I appreciate you being honest, babe, and opening up to me. I really want you to be happy.
Listen, babe, you're my wife. You're my soulmate. And no one and nothing is gonna change that.
Okay, so listen, if we do this, we gotta have some rules.
Definitely.
Okay.
You say the word.
Just listen. Rule number one.
Rule number one.
No one-offs. No sex, no dates, nothing.
Sounds good.
This is for us. Rule number two.
Number two.
Feel comfortable if I pick her.
But I mean...
Okay, listen. We can pick her together.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Yes. Yeah. Rule number three. What's rule number three?
Go back to rule number one.
No one-offs.
No one-offs.
No one-offs. Absolutely never. And is there a rule? Is there a fourth rule?
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.TashaKLive.com.
Tired of unreliable phone plans?
Can you hear me now?
What about never having service and having to spend all your hard-earned money on hidden fees? And don't even get me started on the customer service. Surely no. Tired of phone plans ganging up on you? Get Rockstar Wireless. Say goodbye to big phone bills. Switch to Rockstar Wireless for unlimited talk, text, and data for just $19.99 a month. And never be held down by your phone bill again. Rockstar Wireless has your back. Stay connected with Rockstar Wireless.
Now, I don't know if it's witchcraft or what. And I know it sounds super crazy. But all I know is every time I try to give my Trina son
Oh.
What's wrong?
Oh.
What's wrong?
Since when was it okay for you to be a hoe?
Active sex life. Same thing.
The exclusiveness that only we share, us being completely vulnerable to each other, trying stuff and doing stuff together for the first time with each other only. We waited my whole life to save myself for you.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.tashaklive.com.